Salut YouTube, on teste les jeux gratuits épiques de la semaine. Aujourd'hui, il y en a deux. Et d'abord, on va commencer par ADIOS, qui apparemment est un gameplay narratif. On est un éleveur de porcs et on refuse. On va tenir notre décision de refuser à la mafia de donner des cadavres pour nos porcs. Donc on va leur dire non. Adios. Tell him I'm done. Je vais lui dire que I'm done.
I can't do this anymore.
Non,
What?
c'est fini.
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so.
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, you know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Je ferai plus.
You wanna...
Tu veux... Oui. Oui, bien sûr. Évidemment, je me suis fait troll. Parce que le jeu en anglais de mes couilles. Ça va être génial. Ou alors je repars sur ça et je fais comme ça. Parce que là, si c'est vraiment dégueulasse, quoi. Ouais, je veux faire ça, ouais.
Yeah, sure.
Here you go.
Quoi?
So, you're done, huh?
Yep.
You do understand what that means, right?
Non, je sais pas ce que ça veut dire.
What does it mean?
You know what it means.
Mine's made up, I'm afraid.
It doesn't work like that. You know that.
I must be getting forgetful in my old age.
Uh-huh. Nothing I
Je
can
le
do to
donne les
change your mind.
burritos. Nothing can you change your mind? Non,
Nope.
j'ai pas envie.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
Mais j'ai pas fini. Ah, le petit-déj.
Smells delicious as always.
Ah, Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind, I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
Ça dit aimer les peppers.
Sadie always liked peppers, though, so I put up with them.
Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Je veux mettre du poivre et du sel.
Summer of 78. Why'd we meet?
Cher.
When was it?
Quoi? J'avais besoin d'argent.
Needed the scratch.
What did you need the scratch for again?
Wasn't too popular with the folks back home. Had to make ends meet.
And Bill needed surgery you couldn't afford.
Yes.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and
Coup de fourchette.
Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Jimmy.
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony.
Pourquoi on a la même voix?
Made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
Ça dit.
Sadie did. all the
Ça
time.
dit, c'est ma go, quoi.
Thought you'd have
Mon
got it
ancienne
better
meuf.
by now.
Well,
Je pense
Sadie
à elle
made
tous
the
les jours.
coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle, American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
Oh, ça a l'air d'être
And
chiant à
I'm an old
mourir.
man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Huh, funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Maybe.
Tu manges pas tes œufs, sac à
Anyways.
merde.
I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
Qu'est-ce que tu racontes?
You, going somewhere with this?
Nah. Just thinking about my food.
What's there to think about?
Nothing, I suppose. Just never thought about it before. Do you think the pigs know
Know what?
that they're food?
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
Sérieux?
What, help out with the farm chores? Shovel manure, milk goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
Bon alors, on va s'occuper du caca. Là, mon petit gars, on va faire la ferme. Mais j'arrête, hein. Tu te souviens, hein. J'arrête.
I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now? Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
You got any hobbies yourself?
Me?
Wow.
Well, who else am I talking to?
I mean, who doesn't have hobbies?
Disappear.
What's yours?
Reading, I guess?
Reading isn't a hobby.
Yeah, of course it's a hobby. What do you think libraries are for?
Everyone reads. Heck, I read the paper every day. But reading
Not
isn't a
everyone
part of your
reads. Moi, je le
personality.
lis pas.
It's just a thing people
On
say
s'emmerde.
they do when they don't have any other hobbies.
You really believe that?
I knew someone who read every single day. She said she loved the smell of books, the texture of the pages on her fingers. She even bound books. Her hobby wasn't reading, it was books.
You put too much thought into this.
Well, a hobby is something you do because you're passionate about it. If it's something you're not wholly in love with, then you're still trying to figure out what your hobby is.
You got a problem with my passion?
No, you said I guess.
Ça a marché.
No one says
Oh,
I
beer.
guess when they love something.
Is love a requirement for a hobby?
Absolutely. Love's a requirement for many things.
And so you love fixing soda
Attends, mon
machines.
poteau. Tiens.
That is correct.
Why?
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when things was bad or I was
J'écoute
anxious,
l'histoire, hein, mais on se fait chier. Hein.
I don't know. Now, Sadie's sister, when she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent. Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears.
Yeah.
But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know, I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't, I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed.
C'est pas ce que j'ai demandé, ça.
Grieve. This is how I grieve. This right here.
Ah, bah voilà mon
When I got
limo.
a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me.
Oh, j'en ai plein le cul. Oh là là, c'est tellement horrible. Bah, je vais pas tester ça très longtemps. Hein.
It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's
Et putain, c'est quoi ces trucs? Ça dure 20 ans. Ta gueule!
I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know. This is my quiet little hobby.
C'est mon hobby.
What I do to help me work out my worries.
Well, yeah, looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Please.
C'est mon hobbit, ouais c'est ça ouais. Ah putain c'est chiant à mourir. Enfin si vous aimez les histoires.
Let's keep this train rolling.
Oui, oui, laisse-moi faire du caca, quelque chose, arrêtez de parler bordel, j'en ai marre. C'est trop long. Si ça durait genre 2 minutes, ok, là je sais pas combien de temps ça fait qu'il me parle le mec là.
What's next?
Ah. Trop horseshoes, c'est où? Je veux jeter des horseshoes, c'est plus rigolo que ce jeu de mort. Ouais, alors, c'est quoi ça? Goat. Milk de goat. Et ça c'est pour ramasser du caca? C'est pour ramasser du caca. Mon dieu.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
Manure.
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 And what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
Yeah, guess I did.
So help. Pick up that shovel over there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day?
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day?
It's my routine.
Shoveling
Trop
shit.
bien.
Someone's got to do it.
That isn't the first time you've
Oh la
told me
vache.
that.
Quoi? Oh, oh yeah.
I remember.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
I did
Vietnam!
some digging on you, personally, not the shit kind.
Pire jeu.
Know what I
Enfin, en tout
found?
cas, du coup, pas du tout pour
I
moi.
reckon you'll tell me.
You went back.
Genre, tu jettes mes trucs. Tu vas te prendre un coup de pelle, mon petit gars. Wow! Wow! Bonjour, je suis Monsieur Pelle. Attends. Faut qu'on s'amuse comme on peut, hein. Voilà.
What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not going to talk about it.
Come on.
Ah non, Monsieur Pelle, arrête de me parler, je ne dirai rien.
But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. In a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling. Magazine.
Ah, où es-tu, Monsieur Pelle?
And I had this moment. A moment of clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh.
Je peux pas te jeter la pelle dans la gueule.
The revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The
Mon Dieu.
hippies and the
Il est
bands
plus fort
weren't
que tout.
changing anything. You
Plus
know
fort
who
que la
was?
pelle.
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
Ouais.
News.
Joli où?
You hit someone hard
Attends, me dis
enough
pas que je peux
day
pas
in,
tourner.
day out with the realities of war. Pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that
Le
close
Viet
to war.
Cong. L'odeur du napalm.
Figured,
C'était horrible.
Figured.
Je marche sur le petit chemin. Je suis devenu dingue.
for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country.
Qu'est-ce que tu branles?
That's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked him into letting me help with the...
Musique. On va baisser la musique, elle est un peu forte. Je trouve que la musique est trop forte. Vous voyez, ça me dérange un petit peu. Vous trouvez pas que la musique, elle est forte aussi? Il y en a trop, hein. C'est dommage, hein, parce que la musique est bien, hein, mais elle est un peu forte. Secours. J'ai envie de crever. Sortez-moi de là!
press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could.
Faut que j'aille retrouver l'appel.
I fought in a different way.
Did you win?
We pulled out a Nam, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And now you're here.
Personne n'a
Big
gagné, hein.
warrior.
Vous êtes tous des gros nuls, hein.
Shuffling shit.
Yeah.
peux plus
Shoveling shit.
Si. Open journal. J'ai l'impression que ça va être incroyable. Oh putain, je crois qu'on va jouer au horseshoe parce que sinon... Oh, quoique, allez, on va faire les chèvres. The goat!
You know, back home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also
Incroyable!
have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once.
Après, si vous voyez, moi, mon œil, il
Bill
commence à
raised
twitcher,
a
là.
newt or something, but well, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that judgment I hear?
No judgment, no.
Assieds-toi!
Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
Je suis une petite boule qui vole dans le ciel.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. The meat's
On
good
va
with the
regarder ce
right
tabouret, c'est
curry.
plus intéressant.
A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really?
Oui, oui.
I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance. My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up. Here they are. Come on. Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
C'est quoi ces trucs?
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you got to do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers.
On a appris à faire
Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes. All you got to do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Ah, je crois que t'es en train de... Hein, on l'a vu, hein. Il est en train de presser autre chose, hein.
Why don't
Entre
you?
tes
Say
jambes.
what?
Why not?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
What, and come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Can't make everybody happy.
Alors
Better
lui il
than
s'amuse et moi j'ai
nut
pas le
shop.
droit. Eh ben super. Team. Quoi?
Hey!
Oh, gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
C'était
Try to live as long
incroyable.
as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well, that does it for the goats.
Elles sont un peu
Still,
chétives tes goats.
thinking
Hein.
about what I've been
Elles sont
saying.
pas en forme.
I
Hein.
haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No,
Je me casse.
no, I have not.
Stop. Feed the horse. The horse. The horse. Do you own a tractor?
What's that got to do with anything?
Allô? On t'entend pas?
Horses
Uh-huh.
are God's most beautiful creatures.
T'es pas pressé, hein?
What, you just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
Oh, le cheval, il est malade aussi, hein?
No, you haven't got a saddle for him, so you don't ride him. He's no racehorse.
Bouffe.
Can't eat
Bouffe
him.
les pommes! Bouffe!
What's the point?
I
Allez!
don't see the point in a farm without a horse.
T'en as raté une,
Gotta
gros
have a
nul! Alors, comment ça va?
This is
Ta
about
gueule,
them
vos
being
gueules,
beautiful.
vos gueules!
Beautiful.
Ah ouais!
Beautiful, he says. Spindly legs and bloated
Ah, j'ai
bellies and
fondu.
those weird teeth. Sleep standing up. Who sleeps standing up? Nothing wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Regarde-moi ça, je suis Gérard Majax, je fais disparaître les pommes.
One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go.
Ouais, mange ta
There
pomme.
you go.
Oui, c'est bien.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Feed apple to the horse.
Suit yourself. All righty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going.
Oh
Why
la
don't you
pomme!
walk on out to pasture, rest a spell.
Putain, c'est codé avec le cul.
Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
Oh, il y a quelqu'un qui a écrit une histoire et qui était très content de son histoire et il a dit vas-y, je peux pas faire de jeux vidéo, je peux pas faire de film, donc on va faire un jeu vidéo. Putain, je sens qu'après on va faire de la mécanique, regardez-moi ça. On va réparer la voiture. On va réparer mon Mustang Challenger. Putain, ma Mustang transformée en pick-up. Mon pick-up. Alors mon gars, tu peux pas tester.
Why horseshoes?
Parce que...
Well, why not horseshoes?
Je t'en
Doesn't
pose
it
des
feel
questions.
Stereotypical.
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the
Je
city.
peux pas m'en sortir.
We don't have
Je suis coincé.
nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls?
Les
What
cailloux
is this,
sont...
1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that, stimulation.
Ah, so you play horseshoes.
Mm-hmm. Or read a good book.
Regardez ces
Develop
textures.
photos you took for yourself.
Voilà.
Go fly fishing.
It sounds idyllic.
Non, regardez.
Quaint,
On dirait
but
une,
idyllic.
Pangea.
And you just want to give up
Ça, c'est
this
l'Afrique.
home-cooked paradise?
De quoi tu parles? Je suis tout seul là.
That's lonely, too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Never was one for crowds.
Vas-y,
You said
jette.
you were lonely.
Jette.
I'd be just
Jette.
as lonely in a
Je suis
crowd.
trop nul.
Sadie, she, nobody else could really see me. Understand what I was.
How do you figure?
C'est injouable.
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life.
T'es trop nul, Jackie.
I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't. a
Regarde-moi tous
popular
ces
war.
points. Tu les as vus tous ces points?
You lost friends too.
Oh, regarde-moi ça.
But when I got home, it was dark, and
Tu fais pas
there
d'efforts.
was Sadie waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And
Alors,
I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
alors,
So
alors,
you
gros
came back
nul.
to your high school
Tu
sweetheart.
sais pas tricher en plus.
I thought
Oh là
he'd
là,
have married
alors?
her by then. I didn't think
Oh,
she'd
laisse-moi
wait
faire
for
pour
me.
toi là. T'es nul.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then.
Ouh,
Women
monsieur se
love a man in
réveille.
uniform.
Bon, j'ai un peu triché, j'avoue.
You see that house on the hill?
What, the burned out one? I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But,
J'ai cru que t'avais compris,
most
mais
of
en
us
fait
were
non.
farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his
perdu,
ma
gros nul.
died. In high school,
Oh.
he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie.
Oui, je suis d'accord.
Poor farm boy.
Ah, le
couldn't
scénario
play
doit
on
être
the
sûrement être
team versus
tout
the
ça,
star
mais bon,
quarterback.
voilà.
Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
And yet, when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary?
C'est
He served too?
incroyable.
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'on s'en branle?
So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart.
Ça a rien à voir avec l'histoire, j'en suis sûr. Maintenant, on sait que Gary Gordon, mon cul, ils ont brûlé
I
la
didn't
maison
want
en
him
face,
there,
quoi.
but, well, you know Sadie.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he
South
built a
of Manila.
A
house.
house? Wait, that house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So,
Il a une seule animation, lui,
happened to
c'est de
the
refaire
wealthy
sa
Gary
cravate.
Gordon in his
Apparemment, il y a un
mansion?
problème de cravate.
Well, he built it one year. Must have been 1966 or so, and
On a mis le
he
caca
went
ici,
inside
savoir
and
à
he
quoi ça
just
sert.
disappeared.
Attends,
Then one night, about a year later,
regardez-moi
there
ce
was a
nul, il a même
storm,
pas
and
fait exprès quoi.
boom, no more.
Mais par
Gary
contre c'était
Gordon.
excitant.
No more Gary Gordon.
Maybe
En
he
plus si
was
tu parles pas
lonely because
français, ça ne sert...
Maybe.
Ah si tu parles pas anglais, ça sert à rien.
All right, you win.
Yes,
What
j'ai
next?
gagné. And what next? Please, sortez-moi de là. Bah, peut-être que j'ai... Mon vœu est exaucé automatiquement là.
You know what this is?
Un arbre?
Well, you ever seen a tree like it?
A tree's a tree.
Remember all them roasted
Regardez l'arbre
chestnuts
pousser.
at Christmas?
Oh, sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself.
Spoiler,
Why?
je
Is
vais
it
arrêter juste
special
après
to you?
ça. hein.
This is an American chestnut tree.
America!
Hey,
Fuck
he's telling
yeah!
us about his
Vietnam,
American
tout
chestnut
ça
tree.
là.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
Tu sors d'où toi?
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Il se passe
Like the
quelque chose
American
dans ce jeu.
chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts had died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Je vais l'appeler
Oh,
cette
that
vidéo
he
si vous
would,
n'arrivez
that
pas à
he
dormir.
would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's what, like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions. 4
Je vais
billion
prendre la miniature, ça va être Monsieur
trees
Pelle.
snuffed out practically overnight. Well, lumberjacks suddenly out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
Thought West Virginia was coal country.
Logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here making nuts year-round. And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
Oh, pardon.
It is lonely. Heartbreaking
Je me suis endormi.
to know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me, and I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Changed your mind?
Je suis possédé par le démon.
But, I don't know. I thought about having him moved. I don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet.
Oui, bien sûr.
So,
Non, là je viens
the
d'en
moral of
perdre
the story,
50 là, des années de
With
vie.
the trees, I mean.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the General here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough
qui
time
fait
and
des jeux comme ça,
horticultural
hein?
understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Et ça,
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent.
ça bouge, elle
Just-
bouge même pas.
It's just that... I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
C'est moi qui parle ou c'est
But
lui?
you did make a point of it.
I did do that.
Mais-
It's a part of me is all.
C'est moi qui parle.
And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know.
J'ai même pas vu comment il y est apparu lui. Hein.
I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day I just...
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van. Hmm? Hey. Hey. Look. Look at me. You're thinking about dying, thinking you can pass this responsibility off to someone else. You don't have to do this. Give the tree another decade of your time.
Well, the time of my demise is sight. Someone ought to know about the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
Hey, I'm good at keeping secrets, but Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. Let me rest here. And if there's a way to...
Oh, les yeux pleins de vie de cet homme.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
Non. This is the way. You know the way?
The garage, huh?
Si vous voulez et vous aimez les jeux narratifs, peut-être encore, je suis pas sûr que je conseillerais le truc. Parce que l'histoire est chiante, il y a rien, on se fait chier grave. Donc tu vois, le gameplay, je veux bien qu'il n'y ait pas de gameplay, mais à la limite que l'histoire soit sympathique, tu vois. Mais non, on parle de peur de me chier de ce qu'il a fait il y a 20 ans dans son truc du Vietnam. On parle de Jimmy Connard, de Gordon mon cul d'à côté qui a brûlé sa maison. Bon voilà, si vous n'arrivez pas à dormir, regardez la vidéo, vous allez bien dormir. Vous vous rendez compte que... Attends, je conseille ce jeu à tous les suicidaires. C'est Mao qui parle, hein. Vous vous rendez compte que y a des jeux encore pires que notre vie. Ouais, c'est dingue, quoi. Si vous pensez que votre vie, c'était de la merde, eh ben, vous pouvez jouer à ce jeu. Et vous penserez que bah, finalement, la vie vaut peut-être le coup d'être vécu, quoi. En tout cas, au secours, c'était horrible. Voilà. J'ai rarement vu ça. En tout cas, voilà. Au début, je regardais le truc, j'allais dire, je vais peut-être pouvoir le conseiller pour des gens qui aiment les jeux narratifs, qui n'est pas mon cas, tu vois, et dire, ah bah, c'est une bonne histoire. Mais même pas, tu vois. Même pas. Je peux même pas dire, vous aimez les jeux narratifs, jouez à ce jeu. Je sais pas d'où il sort, je sais pas qui a osé faire ça, je sais pas comment ils ont pu penser que ça allait être cool ou marcher. Dommage. Après, effectivement, voilà, développer un jeu, faire une histoire, c'est difficile, c'est compliqué, etc. Donc bon, peu importe. Dommage pour les gens qui ont passé du temps dessus. C'est pas grave. En tout cas, on va passer à l'autre jeu parce que là, mon cerveau a fondu. C'est fini. Donc je vais arrêter l'enregistrement. Salut YouTube. Si tu arrives à finir ce jeu, raconte-nous s'il se passe quelque chose. Dites-nous dans les commentaires s'il se passe un truc dans ce jeu. Ou alors à la fin, le mec, il va juste chez lui, puis il dîne. Et après, tu vas faire caca et tu vas au lit. Et le jeu est fini. Voilà. En tout cas, des gros bisous. À la prochaine.